What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Tree Man TV, and tonight we are back here in Minecraft to answer a question nearly as old as the game itself. Is it more efficient to create your own mine wherever it happens to be convenient near your base, or to spend a little bit of extra time searching for existing caves that you can look in for loot, and also just expand into a mine since you're already underground? Well, after we roll the intro, we'll start finding out.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high.
Alright, you guys, so here we are just outside the city limits of the town we've been building so that I could find a cave that I have not explored and a spot where I could just start a mine if I wanted to, which is right over there. What we're going to do is spend 20 minutes doing each type of thing. And at the end of it, we're going to take a look at the resources we were able to find. So that means I'll be hopping in and out of GM0 so that I can, mine the resources. So I should probably set up a chest at each spot and grab the best possible pickaxe that I can. So give me a minute while I get that set up, because I just thought of that. Way to go, Prep Tree Man. Way to go. But I'll get that all set up, and then I'll see you guys before we start exploring this cave right down there. You can see it. Zoom! Alright, you guys, so here I am at the entrance to this cave right behind me, and you can see right underneath my webcam is the secondary webcam with the timer, just like it would be if we were doing, say, one of my 30-minute build challenges. Only now it's going to serve us the purpose for this experiment. Same purpose, it's just going to act as a timer. I don't know what else a timer would do besides act as a timer. But that way it's going to give me 20 minutes to search this cave for what could be valuable resources. If nothing else, what that should do is just give me the advantage of not having to start from whatever block I'm at up here when I start the mine. So I'm going to time lapse it. I'm going to drink this potion of night vision so that you guys aren't just stumbling around in the dark like what happens sometimes in my build challenges and other videos when I forget that what I see on my screen isn't always how it turns out at the end. So I'm going to drink the potion of night vision, and you guys are going to get a time-lapse music thing of me exploring this cave. I'll probably stop and interrupt that every now and then when I find something worth mentioning. But other than that, enjoy. Okay. So right away you can already see the benefit of cave exploring, which is that there's just all this ore sitting right here. Even if it's just iron and not necessarily something you would say valuable, like diamonds. I mean, iron's a pretty important thing when it comes to Minecraft, so to be like less than a minute in and already have 15 or so, that's a pretty big thing. And not only that, but you can see right here I've got the coal to back it up. And this is just like the first kind of stop in our cave. Obviously I'm going to not take all the coal because that would take up half of the exploring time. Do we go that way or that way? Looks like it goes, they both look like they go back up, so let's go this way. See, however, we quickly have run into one of the downsides of cave exploring, which is while we may have found all this iron just right off the bat, which is something you're not very likely to do in a traditional strip mining situation, I guess is what we'll call the other one. Ooh. We also found out that this cave doesn't go very deep. So, what that means is we only got like a 10 block head start on the same process that we'd be doing in a regular mine. And we got a little bit of extra loot. But we can always be sure, maybe there's all this coal, by simply going back to creative. And I mean, I know this one dead ends over here. See, dead end here. We'll have to go back up a little bit. Now, just so you know, the objective of this is not to see which way I can, like, if I can mine faster than I can find loot. Just which is more efficient, which is why when I'm not actually trying to get the loot, I will just be destroying things like this in creative mode. Oh, you want to go? Get out of my cave. Get out of my cave. Also, cave exploration means sometimes you have other people in your cave like this. Like this witch. Get out of here, witch. But after killing the witch and capping off the water, you can see that the cave actually does continue to go somewhere down here. Oh, it's lava. Okay, I was like, what is that light source? Now, of course, if you were in survival, you'd have to create your own, like, way down there. But, thankfully, this is creative, so Leroy Jenkins, right? And you can see that we've been able to find some more iron, first of all. More creepers, and a big ravine, though. But this cave doesn't go very deep. So, like, oh, there's our first sign-in of something besides iron, which is this gold. Oh, there's also a spawner here. Okay, I need to keep placing torches, though. Otherwise, I'll never be able to find my way out of this place. But, like, here, I'll give you this also. We are now at Y21 with how much time? 13 minutes to go. There's no way I won't find diamonds unless I'm super unlucky. But I have to kill everything in here before I can get that gold. At least this skeleton. I also want to find out what kind of spawner this is. I think it's a zombie spawner. Yep, it's a zombie spawner. See? Look, we found a dungeon. You would never have found that just mining. Watch me mine into this exact same dungeon here when I'm doing regular mining. Yeah, you guys just stay in here. So while we mine this gold, something else to think about is just, yeah, the quickness that you can get down into a ravine when you do cave exploring rather than traditional mining. Also, I need to pop another one of these for night vision. And just like, look at all the ore that we found. We have found 49 iron and 4 gold with 17 coal so far to cook it all. Not to mention, there's this other little stairway that's going to get down even further. So let's just see if this leads to, like, the diamonds right off the bat. Nope, okay. Build a walkway. Or again, you don't even have to do that because we're in creative, but... Oh, look, there it is, right there. Boom, diamonds. So, just like you would do, only much more effective. Did we really just find 1 diamond? What are the odds of this? 1 diamond, Jay chillin' here. I'm gonna take it because I need it for, you know, study. 1 diamond. That's hilarious. Alright, so a quick under 10-minute update. We have found the 1 diamond and then some more gold and iron. We're going to keep searching through this ravine and see what else we can find. I'm obviously not picking up everything of iron I can find because I'm looking for those more hot commodities like the diamonds. But it does look like this is where the ravine ends. So from here we're going to start power mining. Oh no, I just destroyed that diamond. No. Well, there's 3 more. Grab this iron too while it's here. Oh, another room. Lapis. Ah, no diamonds. Let me get back up topside, and then I will see you guys at the spot for the actual mine. Because that's the one thing, before I jump cut, that I should let you know, is if you're going to do cave exploring strat, do it better than I did with, like, I don't even know if you can see one right there. There, the torches. You need to be able to find your way back up out of the caves you're exploring. For me, I knew I would be able to because I'm in creative, but if you're in survival, please use torches to mark your way around. It helps a lot too if you keep them on the same side of the cave, like right wall always or left wall, it doesn't matter, just make sure you're consistent with it. That way as you're like wandering around the cave trying to find your way out, you're like, oh, there's a torch, cool. But I'll see you guys up top for the next part of this video. Alright, so we made it back up from the top of the mine. I've got the loot in the chest there, but I'm going to wait till the end of the video so I can show you in like a comparative fashion what we got from both. And some of the ores are cooking, so that's actually another like stat, I guess you could call it, that's going to be, or a variable that's going to be thrown into this whole equation, which is like, do we have enough coal to actually cook all the ore that we found? And if we do, then I guess coal is another resource that we found, otherwise it really wasn't, you know, net versus gross and whatnot. So let's move on over here to this little shanty that I have thrown together, which is where we're going to be starting this process of making a mine. Right here. Oh, sorry, I got distracted looking at something else out there. Let me drink this. Ta-da! Oh yeah, I gotta throw down these furnaces when I'm done. Oh. There. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is the same thing that I just did at the end of that last video where you saw me start to carve out the bottom of the world, only now I got to go all the way to the ground. One thing that's worth mentioning before I start this: if at any point I happen to mine into the cave that I was just exploring, this whole part of the experiment is completely null and void, and I have to move over to a new location because we don't want to mine into the same mine that we were just exploring. That'd like ruin our data, and it wouldn't give us a very conclusive answer. So as long as we don't tunnel into the same tunnels that we were just exploring, we should be fine. We'll put 20 minutes back on the clock right below us. I almost pointed above me. And let's get going. Some iron here too, so that's good. Remember, we were barely into the other cave when we started finding iron, and we did find a lot of iron by the end of it, so at the very least I need to be able to match that, hopefully. So let me grab all this stuff. Sweet. Hop back into creative mode and keep going down. Now, at this point, you guys might be asking, well, Treeman, if cave exploring was so profitable in the first place, and we were able to find all of those ores, why even consider just ever starting a mine like this? One of the main reasons you might consider something like this is A, the world that you load up doesn't have a cave near your house, and you don't want to go try to start a mine like 1,000 blocks away from your main base. That's terrible, because then you have to move that far just to get to your resources every time you need more resources. And yeah, so maybe you have your primary cave that you've been exploring for a while, and you want to actually just start a mine near your base. That way that you can make sure you travel less. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to word that. I can't focus. But that way, for convenience. There you go. And also, for the purposes of this test, the one thing that it might have advantage-wise versus open cave exploring, purpose. I know what I'm doing. I'm simply trying to get to bedrock as fast as I can in this 20-minute time period, which then I can start actually doing real strip mining and searching for the ores that live down at the bottom. But we can't do that until we get to the bottom, so that's why first we have to just power blast through all this earth. And that's a big benefit versus how we were just kind of openly exploring and wandering around trying to find ores. Now we're still trying to find ores, but doing it in a much more like organized way. There's like a system and a purpose to what we're doing. I mean, you can see how quickly we're going down, especially being in creative. Like, the purpose of this challenge was not to see how fast I can mine to bedrock. It's if I can even find one diamond doing it this way compared to the amount that I found the other way. So not to say that either way you're going to find buttloads of diamonds guaranteed, but which way do you find more? And I mean, right now we're sitting here at give me one sec, hop down to here, 41, so we got a ways to go. So enjoy some more music and time-lapsery.
Because there's something in the air. On my mind. On my mind.
So, a quick update for you guys. We have mined into a cave, but I don't believe this is the same cave system that we were just in at all, because I don't remember seeing a minecart in the one I was just exploring. Ooh, okay, and it's got some loot in it. So that'll make things interesting, actually, because when we went open cave exploring, we found a dungeon and a spawner. And doing some, like, just regular mining, we found a mine shaft. I didn't think that kind of thing would happen. I didn't think it would be like an evened out kind of thing like that. I thought one of them would just get an advantage. But I'm gonna do my best to like work around it with the mine, and yeah, I'm still gonna loot the surrounding areas.
On my mind. On my mind. On my mind. Because there's something in the air.
Okay, so update. We've got 5 minutes left, and now I've got to like the Y of 12, so I'm gonna just start strip mining in every direction. Let's go. Starting this way as far as I can go. Grab all the loot we can here in the last like 20 seconds. This is gonna be surprisingly close. I didn't think it'd end up being this close. I better make sure I have as much of this stuff as I can, because I got like 10 seconds. 7. That's not good. Time? Yep, there it is. Alright, so, I mean, as you can see, this ended up being like quite a mess down here. There's a much more efficient way to do it, and I barely got down to the bottom. I had enough time to actually start searching the depths of the world. But let me get back up to the top, get all of the loot situated, and I will meet you guys for the final results. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so after several long minutes of waiting for ores to smelt, here we are finally ready to draw the conclusion. Next to me are our 2 chests from each of our mining setups. You've got the exploring chest on my left, I believe. Hopefully it's not flipped. And on the other side, by the cave entrance, is the chest to the cave. So, let's go ahead and start with the exploring chest. If you come up to it and right-click on it, you can see that while in the 20 minutes we cave explored, we were able to find a stack of iron ingots, plus 13 more, 12 gold ingots, this should be up here, a stack and 12 of redstone dust, 41 lapis, and 4 diamonds. Then, from that one dungeon we found while cave exploring, of course, we got the 2 horse armors in gold, some glowstone dust, and some melon seeds and a saddle. Primarily are the most important things that we got from there, because melon seeds are always hard to find and are a great source of food and survival if you can find them, though. And a saddle also can only be found in dungeons and cave, like you can't craft a saddle is what I'm getting at. And 4 diamonds is enough to craft yourself like a sword. You can craft 2 swords or a pickaxe and a shovel. You got a decent amount there. And then we had 6 coal also left over after smelting all of these ores. How does this compare to our chest from this cave, you might be asking? Wow, it's dark down there. That's what happens when you cave mine with only night vision. Well, if we come to that chest, right click on it, you can see it's kind of mixed results. So we got less of the iron by like half a stack. We don't have a full stack and then some change here. We have, I believe, one more gold ingot here. Significantly more lapis with like almost 2 stacks compared to that one, not even full stack. More glowstone, and then half the diamonds at 2. So you could either craft yourself 2 shovels or 1 sword. And I think that's about it, honestly, with those 2 diamonds. But since we found the underground mine shaft that was abandoned down there, we were able to find the Sharpness 1 enchanted book in one of the chests, and a melon seed and some melon seeds. So either way, in this specific situation, we were lucky enough to find melon seeds because somehow we were lucky enough to find a foreign like object, basically, like whether it be a dungeon or an abandoned mine shaft. Those are the only ways you can really find melon seeds without venturing off looking for a jungle. So let me set this to day real quick. What is the conclusion? What's better? It's hard to say, honestly. This was more balanced than I thought it was going to be. Like, you can definitely see that we got more diamonds and some cooler loot by just exploring. And that's because, well, if there is a natural cave system near your base, you might as well explore it. It will also save you the time of having to get through these first, like, 40 layers or so. Like, all the way down to, like, here. I swear that's as far deep as we got by just exploring caves and then having to start mining. But if you have set up a base and you've already explored most of the caves to the best of your ability, and you don't really want to start like creating this wild cave system that you're not fully comfortable with, then you might as well start something like this. That way you can get down to bedrock and start an organized sort of mining cave system that's easier to deal with. That's the best way I would advise that. If you need something that's easy to deal with, start your own mine. That way you can like know the layout of it and you'll know how to get in and out. But if you just want to go specifically for looking for ores or loot in general, cave exploring will usually net you way more loot. Plus, half the time you go off and start a mine somewhere, like you saw me do in this video, you'll mine into a cave to explore. So just keep that in mind. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys that were trying to decide whether or not you should cave explore or start a mine, if anybody out there was wondering that. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to smash the like button. We try to get 1 Minecraft to 2 Minecraft videos up a week for you guys. So stick around here if you want to see some more. And what else? Why am I forgetting how to do an outro right now? I don't know. Oh yeah, if you're not subscribed, be sure to click the subscribe button. We're still on the way to 200 subscribers. We're closing in on the 150 mark though. So thank you all for those who have been subscribing this month. And if you're not, why not click the button? It's just a button that'll let you know when I upload cool gaming videos, or if, you know, I ever get to do something to my car again. Car videos. But now I'm rambling at the end of this video like I tend to do. So until next time, you guys, this is Tree Man, signing off. Peace out.